That fire is in the area near Lake Garden Drive and Guild Road, and people are being told to evacuate. Check out this video our CBS 8 photojournalists took. Fire crews are calling it the Garden Fire. You can see just how close it's burning to homes. Air tankers are dropping fire retardant. Near the homes, choppers are dropping water. Our CBS 8 crew is on the scene with the latest. First, let's go to Kirsten Holmes. Kirsten, we can see these flames burned right up to the residential area in Fallbrook. You're at the command center there. What can you tell us?
Yeah, we are here at the Montserrat Winery, which is the command center for incident control with CAL FIRE. We have Mike Carnett here with CAL FIRE. Mike, I'm going to start talking to you while we get a look at the scene right now, because it looks like we have made some progress on this fire. Tell us, what do we need to know?
Firefighters making great progress on this fire. It's 42 acres. It's still 0% containment, but we are starting to work around and get the fire line secure around this fire.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the firefight from the air, because as I was driving in, it was a lot of smoke, dark smoke, and now we don't see a lot of that dark smoke right now. How were you guys able to make that kind of progress?
Yeah, we have our two air bases, one out of Ramona, one out of Hemet. We have aircraft responding from both of those. We have a full contingent of aircraft from CAL FIRE, from our partners with SDG&E, and our partnership with the San Diego County Sheriff.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the evacuations. How many homes, what should people know in this immediate area? Driving in, people were confused, and this can be kind of confusing, but our sheriff's deputies were letting people know where to go. Tell us more.
Yeah, so we evacuated about 40 homes. This is never a decision that we take lightly. We have law enforcement and fire at the same tailgate of the truck making those decisions on where to evacuate and when to evacuate based on the current conditions of the fire.
Okay, based on the current conditions right now, you said that it is 0% containment, but it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as it was when I was driving into Fallbrook. Tell us what's the difference there. 0% containment, but it looks a lot better.
Yeah, they're making really good progress right now, but there's still a lot of work to do. We're going to be out here for multiple days, making sure that we can contain the fire, we can build that control line, and we mop up so that that fire doesn't escape the control lines.
You know, it's not highly populated, but I see a lot of homes around this area. What should the people in this immediate area in Fallbrook, what should they know, or what should they do right now?
If you're in an evacuation order zone, we recommend that you leave immediately. If you're in a warning, that's a heads up that you might have to leave at a moment's notice. So if you hear that alert or that tone go off on your cell phone, make sure that you look at it and take the official notice seriously.
When I was driving through, I saw a lot of people in the street, and again, there was that confusion. A lot of times we are prepared for fires, but a lot of times we may not be as prepared as firefighters would like for us to be. How can people better prepare for a fire? Because you got to get out at a moment's notice.
Yeah, when we're in a red flag, fire danger, or fire warning, or any time that it's hot and dry, always make sure that you have that go bag next to your door. Make sure that your car stays above a half a tank of fuel, and make sure that you park so you're faced out, so you don't have to turn around in your driveway, because seconds count when the fire is on your doorstep.
Okay, I remember you said we had 40 homes that had to be evacuated. Since we're making such good progress, do you have an ETA of when those people should be let back in their homes, or when the other people can rest a little bit easier because they're not under threat?
Once we issue those orders and warnings, we're always coming up with a plan to repopulate the area. So we're going to do so when it's safe for the residents and the firefighters to do so. So we're going to make sure that all the hot spots are mopped up around the house and all those the hazards are mitigated.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit more about the firefight from the air, because it was incredible to see, and we have video of that aerial firefight. Talk to us a little bit about how you guys get water and what you're doing to make sure you put the fire out.
So the fixed-wing air tankers, they have to reload with retardant. They do that at the air bases in Ramona and Hemet in this area. And then our helicopters, they're able to pull water out of sources such as ponds or reservoirs, and they're able to suck that up into their tank and use that to fight fire. So they have a lot faster turnaround time, especially in this area where there's a lot of agricultural ponds and reservoirs around. So we are very fortunate in that.
All right, so any word yet? I know you said it started around 12:45. Do we have any word on how the fire started, or any information we can share?
No, CAL FIRE law enforcement officers are doing a cause and origin investigation to make sure that we figure out what started this fire, and if it's arson, we can go after civil cost recovery or prosecution.
Okay, again, over how many acres? Tell me a little bit more about that.
42 acres with 0% containment, but it is looking a lot better out there.
It is looking a lot better right now. Okay, again, you heard that Mike Cornett with CAL FIRE. We are here on the Garden Fire in Fallbrook. 40 homes were evacuated. We'll pass along that information to you when those people can go back home. But again, this is still a very active situation. They're watching and mopping up the fire, as they say. So stay with CBS 8 on air and online for more on this story as it develops. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Kirsten, thank you so much for that information. As we were watching those flames, those bright orange flames, just looked like they were lapping right up to that property line, and people themselves had their water hoses standing in their backyards. It was a very frightening about an hour waiting for that. We love to see that white wispy smoke there behind you. Thank you for that.